Your life path focus in 2025, Gemini, is leaving behind the difficulties and the obstacles and all those kind of chaotic moments that have been probably happening over the last year or so. But there's a really good news at the end of it is not only are you a different person, granted very tired and beat up in a lot of different ways, but love gets to arise again, career opportunities get to rise again, celebratory states with friends and family, all the hard work that you've been putting in knowing that a change has been taking place and kind of like a surfer riding the rough wave. Now you kind of get on the shore, get to take a little break, enjoy the sun, but it's all coming to you. And it's interesting because with regard to the angel cards, I have like 50 sets of 50 cards in this deck, and later on in the reading you'll hear from gifts of God and you'll know what to do, and they literally appeared again doing your overview, and to me when that happens in a reading, it's like God trying to really stress to you, I got this. You don't have to worry about it. You put the hard work in already to change, to be of good heart, to have character, integrity, navigating everything from career stuff all the way to the heart, family, friends. It hit everything. So, but now again, the rewards are coming. The universe doesn't just mess with us to mess with us. It messes with us to take up the challenge so we learn the life lessons that we're here all about. And you've done so. So great job. And in the present card, I have the Nine of Cups. The 9 is completion in numerology and tarot, like you've taken the journey for the heart. And I would imagine if you could look back even over the last 5 years, you would say, whoa, it's touched on everything. But that was the whole point of it. Sometimes Gemini, because you all have that high energy, you need to be grounded a little bit. You have that big heart, but sometimes it needs to learn the practicality. That's kind of why we're here. How can you apply and be of service? You know, you have that easy a lot of times just in immediate people and work. And God's saying, now I might need you in other areas as well. I've tempered you to turn you into that little gold. And now we get to apply it. But I apply it with your biggest wish. That's the 9 of Cups. It's the wish card in tarot. And you don't get to it unless you've done the good hard work and kind of like that universal of just being a good guy in the eyes of God. And now your outcome too is like you get that refresh, but you're tangled up like you're like a little knot. I say that because the 8 of Swords is there, and the 8 is like the gerbil wheel of hell in regards to the swords, because we're not making up our mind and we really need to. And what's interesting, because we've already traveled so much in the swords to get to the 8, it's like we're kind of going backwards again, saying, oh, I'm not trusting my intuition, I'm not trusting my thoughts, or if I make this wrong move. And at the base of the reading too was the King of Pentacles, and he's like he's really just not a great guy in the regards to when he plays with our mindset to we're only thinking about money. We're only thinking about the gold coin, the safety of it, and disregarding a lot of times my heart or maybe even other people's concern about me because I'm kind of spiraling in that gerbil wheel. So and also the family obligation, loved one obligations might be pulling on you, even in regards to that, maybe saying I have to pull my purse strings tighter because I have those obligations. But again, there's some good news coming if you can just settle down and take a breath, because there's a radical change, and you know it because the cards suggest, even later on too, I had the Tower here, as well as later on in your career, you know things have been falling apart as much as you've been trying to hold it together. But again, that's the universe, God saying, I need to sweep away this debris that no longer serves you so we can get to a new place. I can't get you there if you're stumbling over rocks everywhere. And there's also too, new planting of ideas, a whole new refresh. It all stems, and it's so crucial for a Gemini. It's kind of ironic because entertainers, I find, are more born under this sign than any other. But the self-love and, that anxiety that they have about their own confidence and their ability is always constantly in question to them. And they shouldn't be, because they're wonderful people, especially applied when their hard work is applied to the things that they love or the people that they love. So, almost kind of take a step back and say, and a realistic look and say, how do other people look at me? And I think that 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 people love you and they want to be warm about you, but you'd be really surprised how much people really deeply care about you and love you because of who you are. You're generous of spirit. You've got great character. You're, again, that hard worker. It applies everywhere. So, you just need to remember who that is, kind of get it together in that mind of yours and say, whoa, and align with the heart, what it knows, and a planting of a new ideas and new opportunities and potential comes out of all what you're looking at maybe as the chaos. And I have the end card here as the world. It's great because everything in every deck, you'll see it as a circle, right? We start once and we loop around again. But what's so special is I've come in partnership with other people and maybe lovers and husband, wives, whatever that case may be, that I respect myself so much, and that's the only thing I'm going to allow in my stratosphere. And I've worked really hard to have that, especially with the people that I'm closest to. And now they're kind of responding. So, you'll see later on in the heart card that changes there too. But if you have somebody that's been kind of fits that picture, where you've been really working hard to understand their point of view while also getting them to understand and, soften up a little bit to yours. And it's more of a collaboration now. That's great news. And that kind of everywhere you've applied that hard work, it gets to pay off here because that's the 9 of Cups. Again, you don't get there any other way. And with those gifts from God, all is well. And you know what to do. You can't get more specific, especially with the validation of the tarot cards. And in the top of the matter, I have the 3 of Wands, which is a celebratory state for a creative idea that takes a material reality, and that could touch anything, like the hard work you put in family or friends or work, whatever it is. There's good news on the horizon. I just need you to kind of get a little bit over the hill so you can get there, and then we're going to move forward.